And
that
these
states 2, and as to states 3.
these are the shorts the victim was wearing.
And other than having been repackaged for trial, do they appear to be in the same or substantially the same condition when you saw them?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time the state would ask to enter and publish states 2 and 3.
No objection.
Received.
And Detective, I'm just going to hold this up. This is states 2. This is the shirt the victim you found was wearing.
Yes.
And it appears to have been cut. Do you know how that happened?
Yes, I cut it
And what was the purpose of cutting it?
to check for injuries.
And then this is states 3. These are the shorts that he was wearing?
Yes.
Okay. And they're also cut. Did you do that?
I did not.
Do you know how that would have occurred?
Likely by emergency medical services.
Is that normal for EMS staff to remove clothing like you did the shirt?
Yes.
As to these shorts in states 3, can you look at them and tell me what the size is?
Men's 30.
Thank you. And as to the shirt in states 2, can you look at that and tell me what the size is?
My glasses. Hold on a minute. Size small.
Thank you, sir. Other than cutting his shirt, well, let me ask you this first. Did you touch him?
I did.
And how did he feel?
He was cool to the touch.
And did you attempt to provide medical aid?
I did.
And how so?
I began packing wounds to initiate CPR before EMS arrived on scene.
And what does that mean, packing wounds?
Putting gauze over wounds to keep whatever's inside when you're doing compressions.
And did you eventually start CPR?
No.
And why not?
EMS arrived on scene.
And were they very far behind you when you arrived?
Not very far, but I can't remember exactly how long.
And while you were attempting to provide medical aid, was somebody else taking some photos of the scene as you found it?
Yes.
And I'm going to show you states 18, 19, and 20. Will you take a look and tell me if you recognize those photos?
18 is me checking for the pulse on the victim.
Just take a look at them real quick and tell me if you recognize them first.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes.
and are those photos that we just discussed that were taken while you attempted to do aid?
Yes.
And do they appear to fairly and accurately depict the scene as you recall it from September 27th, 2020?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state would ask to enter states 18, 19, and 20 and publish the same.
May I just see them, Your Honor?
Of course.
No objection.
States 18, 19, and 20 will be received.
Detective,
So
I'm
when
going
you
to...
say publish, you mean up here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Get the lights, please.
Detective, I'm going to show you right... let me give you this in case you need it. It's a pointer. It has like a red button in case you need it for the dot. I'm going to show you states 18 and ask you to describe what is depicted in 18.
That is me checking the victim for a pulse after the AED pads have been placed.
And that's you on the right. That's your head.
Yes, sir.
And on the left, is that another deputy?
Yes, it is.
And you said after placing the AED, what is that?
It's a defibrillator.
And is that the stickers we see on his body?
Yes, those pads.
Thank you. And I'm going to show you states 19.
States 19.
Yes. Is this the victim as you found him?
Yes, it is.
And those are the shorts we just saw.
Yes.
Thank you. And then states 20.
Yes.
Is this the position you found when you found him? Is this the same position he was in?
Yes.
Okay. And in the right top right of this picture, there appears to be something tan. Do you know what that is?
It appears that it's a mattress stood up against the wall.
Thank you. Thank you, Detective. Did you make any other observations of evidence in that bedroom?
Yes.
And what was that?
There were 4 spent shell casings and 1 projectile in the room.
And a projectile, is that what I might call a bullet?
Yes.
Okay. And did you see anything, did you do anything else in the house after EMS took over aid?
No, we exited the residence and it was secured pending a search warrant.
And did you conduct any other investigation in this case?
No, I did not.
Judge, can I have just a moment?
Of course.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, Detective.
Yes, ma'am.
Cross?
Couple of brief questions. Deputy Jones, afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
You were not, or you were, the first deputy that made contact with Mr. Benefield.
I was one of the first. I couldn't tell you I was the first, but I was one of the first in the house, yes.
Were any other deputies in contact with Mr. Benefield prior to yourself?
Not to my knowledge, no.
All right. Had Mr. Benefield been moved at any time?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Did you ever witness anyone moving him?
Yes.
Other deputies
EMS.
and the EMS?
Just EMS.
Just EMS?
Yes, sir.
No other deputies?
Not to my knowledge, no.
And EMS, correct me if I'm wrong, did they drag him out of the room?
I believe so, yes.
That's all. Thank you.
Redirect?
I don't have anything, Judge.
Can this witness be released? State?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes.
Sir, you're released from your subpoena. You're free to go.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Back on. All right, State?